base of Black Butte. The rental car company gave me a Jeep, so I took advantage of it and drove all the way to the base. A bunch of debris from shooting over there, but I'm going to take that path. Where'd it go? That path. And should be a pretty easy hike up to the summit. Actually fairly cool. It might be a short activation if my jackets aren't enough. A little plateau here. I think I did most of the climbing, but there's a little bit ahead still. So, whew, it's been a while since I did something that steep. A lot of black rocks up here. I can see why they called it Black Butte. I'm going to guess that random piece of wood there is the summit, possibly with a register. was a good activation. Did 17 and 30. 30 was pretty good. Got a couple summits. And then I got a guy into Tehachapi on 2 meters. So that's a pretty good shot. Probably line of sight since it's all just desert between here and there. But you know, I'll take it. Now I just gotta go back down and hopefully not slip and fall on my butt because it is steep at the bottom part. Well, made it down the steep part. It was not nearly as slick and slippery as I feared it might be. So that was a pleasant surprise. Back of the car, almost. Gonna drive back towards Palmdale and stop at Lovejoy Buttes, and then I think it's Alpine Butte, and tag those. They should be relatively easy hikes, especially Alpine. But beautiful day in the desert here. If every day was like this in the desert, I wouldn't mind living here. But I've been here in the summer, and no thank you. Well, I parked on East 145th Street. Decent sized pullout. And now it's time to find a way up to the top of the butte here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Joshua tree. It's not too steep, but it is sandy, which just seems to make it harder. Made it to the ridge. Somewhere over there is the high point, so doesn't look too crazy to get over there. Looks like the remains of the Lake Los Angeles Yacht Club. I think this is the remains of the Lake Los Angeles Yacht Club. There's the car down there. Well, I thought this was a summit, but the GPS says it's only a false one, so just gotta pick my way around. There's an old abandoned motel on the corner there. Very creepy looking. I think it's closed, but oh man, weird vibes. Well, either that's the summit or that is. Either way, I've made it. contacts. It didn't seem that great. Went to 20 and got a nice pile up. So that was nice. I tried calling on 2 meters, but nobody out there right now. So I'm gonna go over. It's that one. Is Alpine Butte, and run up real quick, and then drive back and get some lunch. Wind picked up a little. Hasn't blown me away yet. Well, Alpine Butte should be a pretty short hike up. The road got a little rough. I didn't really want to try it in the rental car, so I'll just walk a little extra. Not the end of the world. And that's the summit up there. I don't see any use trails, so I think I'll just go straight up. It does look very steep. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Saddleback Butte. It's Black Butte in the distance. Lovejoy Butte's there. Big mountains are the San Gabriel Mountains. And Palmdale over that way. Tehachapi Mountains. And you're able to see the Sierra in the distance out there. Well, I nearly got blown off the summit, but I did a 20 and 40. Got plenty of contacts from some of the summits, and now I just gotta go down the steep bit here without slipping too much in these worn out sneakers, since I did not bring hiking boots, which was a mistake as it turns out. So, time to put the phone away before I die. Well, I am outside of California City, about to climb up to a butte here. Dirt road coming in, it was a little rough at the end. I'm glad they gave me the Jeep, because that had no problems, but should be a quick hike. Weather man about it being a windy day. That's where we started. east side of the hill so you can hear me. It was a good activation. I did 17 meters. I got F4WBN, of course, and then S57S called me, and he had a decent signal, so that was pretty exciting. Then some VHF, and now it's time to go down and get another summit. Not a lot of space on this one to set up, so it would have been nice to have a vertical or something. Rosamond Hills, the base of the Rosamond Hills on the north side, still getting blown away, and here for peak number 2 should be a good one. Hard to believe people actually can drive up this. Oh, made it to the ridge. I don't think that one's the high point. I think it's this one, but I'm gonna check. That summit has a little cross on it, but as far as I can tell, the high point is one of those bumps. nearly went down over there, but luckily I caught myself and found the right place. And I can see the car down there, so I know this one is the right one, in fact. Windmill forest over there. Windmill Arboretum. Well, peak number 3, parked right near that tower. And it looks like there's some OHV type trails that run up to the ridge, and shouldn't be too hard of a hike. I think it's Willow Springs Speedway. I've seen a couple cars driving around. There's a little bit of a junction here. I'm gonna take the right one. I think that's what I want to do. We'll find out if this was a good choice or not. Made it to the ridge. Now I just gotta walk over to the summit there. Try not to get blown away. Quite as windy, because I'm gonna get blown away up here. I think I might have to go down maybe 20 feet to get out of this wind. I'd rather not break my pole, you know? Well, I got the antenna up. It was a bit of a fight since this is the biggest bush. And it's a little windy, so I had to build a little pile of rocks there. But I think it'll be good enough for an activation. Well, that was a somewhat frustrating activation. The pole kept falling over because there's no tall bushes or anything here to hold it up. But I did manage 4 HF contacts and put out a call on 2 meters. Talked to a guy, and then another guy answered my call. Had a nice long conversation about microwaves and other fun, lesser used ham bands. So hopefully he decides to get on and there's more microwavers in the world, because I think that's what we all know we want. That was incredibly steep and incredibly unpleasant to come down. I don't think I want to do that summit again. Unless there's a less steep right, then it would be okay. Well, I'm going to try for a 4th peak. Slightly less windy here, but pretty far down. Only AA6XA has done this one, so I don't know if that's because it's hard or whatever. We'll find out, and if we fail, we fail. But pretty good day so far. I believe that is the summit up there. Interesting that the rock just changes color right there. Was not expecting that. Well, I thought I was almost there. Then I came around the bend, and there's the real summit. And then those are the Rosamond Hills at the Tehachapi Mountains, much taller in the background. That's another soda peak, but it's being mined and you can't go it. And somewhere up that way is Castle Butte that I did this morning. And that big dry lake bed is Edwards Air Force Base. Well, I am glad I came up. The wind seems to have stopped for some reason, and so it has become extremely nice out. It is a beautiful day when there's not a million miles an hour of wind. But I got the antenna up, made contacts on all 4 HF bands I have, and made contact on 2 meters, and then a guy answered my CQ on 70 centimeters, so that was fun. Don't get too many people up there. And now walk back down, go get some dinner, a shower, but not in that order. Since there seems to be a decent network of trails, I can make a little loop out of this and go down via that water tank.